Put down that remote. You're watching Buffalo's newest local music show, Nickel City Scene. Hi, I'm Jackie Thurn. Welcome to Nickel City Scene. This is our 4th show, and we'd just like to say thanks for all of your support. If you just started watching, Nickel City Scene is your music show. We're doing our best to bring you the finest talent from Western New York and Southern Ontario. Just check out the concert listings in tonight's paper. There's so much happening in local music, and Nickel City Scene is here to make you a part of it. Tonight on Nickel City Scene, you'll meet Buffalo's award-winning band, The Need. You'll see a great video from Marvelous Sauce, and we'll talk with one of Toronto's favorite reggae bands, the Sattalites. The Need is a melting pot of talent. Lead singer Sue Kincaid was named Best Female Vocalist by Art Voice magazine last year. George Puleo, who also played with the band Gamelan, was awarded Best Guitarist. And bass player John Caruso played with the Great Train Robbery before joining The Need. Here's a closer look at a great band.
Basically, George saw me when I was in the band, and back in 1989, I think. We Two Beats. And he liked the music, wanted to get involved in producing it, so he got involved in producing it, ended up playing some guitar. Then that band broke up, and George and I and Jim decided to stay together and form The Need.
Our music has a tendency to be a little more appreciated by slightly older demographics. But we also find, we can be in a club and there'll be like college kids hanging out, really enjoying it. And then there'll be 40 and 50-year-old couples that'll be hanging out and enjoying it. So we've found like great success across a number of demographics.
All the demographics.
We pretend to say what we mean, but deep inside we know it's not real.
Actually, George and Jim came up with the name of The Need for the group. The need to create and to share the music that we wanted to get out with the people that want to hear it. In this market in Buffalo, we really just decided to play as much as we could play, because everyone here, I don't believe, has a choice. Everyone in the group does not really have a choice to do anything else but what they do, which is music.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's
3,
off the
4.
I swear.
As individual players in our past experiences, we've all developed highly individualistic sounds and styles. Most people, they immediately, when they walk into a room and they know it's George Puleo playing guitar, they know it's Sue singing, they know it's me playing bass, they know it's Jim playing drums. And we've all played in a lot of bands, and whenever we're in a different group dynamic, we assert our individual voice that we have. But what's neat about this band is because of the way we've worked together and the amount of time we spent together, this sort of independent thing has melded together into this interlocking sort of sound.
Jim and George have a lot of jazz history. George from Gamelan. John has lots of experience just playing good old pop rock and roll. I myself am from an era of good old rock and roll.
There ends up being a lot of influences. I mean, we have reggae influences, and we have jazz influences, and we have blues influences, and fusion, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I think the attitude of all of us in the group is that every kind of music, even, you know, the weirdest music has good elements. And so the elements we like in that music, we, you know, grab those elements and put them in our music. The first thing we did was we got enough, George and Sue wrote enough original songs to do a short cassette. We did a 6-song cassette with our own money in 3 days. You know, hurry up, get it done for as cheap as possible. Then after that, we kept playing, and things started to really pick up. We started to play out of town, and finally the right person saw us and said, wow, you guys are great. What's the next step? And we said, well, we'd really like to do a CD, but CDs cost a lot of money. And he said, well, I got some money, let me invest in you guys. And on came the CD. The future of the band is still taking shape. I think we have a lot of ideas about, you know, taking our product to a lot of people all over the United States. Slowly but surely we're gonna get out there, because we've all made a big commitment to this band, and we're all ready to rock.
Write music, love what you're doing, and just go out there and give it your best shot every time you do it. That's all there is to it.
Be sure and pick up the Needs new CD, It's a Beautiful Thing, now available at record stores everywhere. Coming up, a very personal video from Buffalo's Marvelous Sauce.
Has closed. It's business as usual. Coffee and cigarettes.
Welcome back to Nickel City Scene. We'd just like to take a minute to thank Joan Vandewater from Kenmore for her letter. Joan writes, I'm one of those over 30 people that loves to steal a look at what's going on, doesn't go to the clubs often, and I got such a kick out of your opener. How nice to see local creativity and how lively local music really is. Thanks, Joan. Ever wonder how bands get their name? Well, this band named themselves after the first painting in the Albright Knox Art Gallery in Buffalo. The painting and the band are called Marvelous Sauce. The video is called Strength and Sobriety. It was written by lead singer Steve Barrick and was inspired by his father's retirement. Let's take a look.
Well, now the office has closed. It's business as usual. Coffee and cigarettes inside of the cubicle. Leisure was beautiful and problems were few. You keep your fingers ready when the taxes are due. Oh, strength and sobriety. I loved it when they were a part of me. In this all-out war with anxiety, I could use those things inside of me. I could use those things inside of me. Now my father is ready to be home evermore. A hero's welcome he earned in 44, when he single-handedly won the World War. I'll be first to greet him when he comes to the door. Oh, strength and sobriety. I loved it when they were a part of me. In this all-out war with anxiety, I could use those things inside of me. I could use those things inside of me. Ba-da-da-dum, da-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, bum. Don't be confused between the old 'cause when it comes to getting through, you're not quite 80 proof. Because the office has closed, it's business as usual. Coffee and cigarettes inside of the cubicle. Leisure was beautiful and problems were few. You keep your fingers ready when the taxes are due. Oh, strength and sobriety. I loved it when they were a part of me. In this all-out war with anxiety, I could use those things inside of me. I could use those things inside of me. I could use those things inside of me. Oh, I could use inside of me, inside of me, inside of me.
Check out Marvelous Sauce live on Thursday, March 17th. They'll be playing at Mohawk Place around 11 p.m. When we come back, we'll check in with Mark for the latest music buzz, and then see what Shred and Ragan are up to at the Fox. But first, here's a look at this week's music calendar.
Welcome to Nickel City Scene's Music News Buzz segment. This week's CD pick of the week is Two Steps Left of Hip by Plaster Sandals. The first CD from the band formerly known as Sandbox. Two Steps Left of Hip combines rock, folk, and funk through the eclectic vocal styles of Rob Falgiano on Super Jazz Funk Folk Records. Two Steps Left of Hip definitely breathes life back into Buffalo's growing music scene. The insiders tidbits of the week include the Buffalo hard rock funk project Funk Butt. They're playing at Toronto's coveted Opera House during the first weekend of March. And finally, plans are now almost completely confirmed that the Great Train Robbery is getting back together. So stay tuned for Nickel City Scene for more concerning this. We will talk to you next week. Shred and Ragan, the morning guys from 103.3 The Fox. Welcome to another edition of The Fox Overmodulated. Today we're at Buff State.
That's right, and I have a survey in my hands here which shows that the women of UCLA have determined that Judge Lance Ito is the sexiest man of the 90s.
Ito, weird beard guy, glasses,
Go
black
figure.
robe.
I have no idea why.
I tell you what, let's sport the Ito look and see how it works on the girls here at Buff State.
Hello there. I was wondering if maybe I could walk you to class, or maybe we can go out for some food sometime soon. No? You sure? How about dessert? Can I take you for dessert? Excuse me, can I walk you to class?
No.
No?
Hey, how you doing? Thank you, so do you. What are you doing later? Could I maybe interest you in, say, pizza, movie? I have a hot tub. I own a BMW. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
You're pretty cute.
Thanks, how are you?
Can I walk you to class? Maybe a pizza tonight? To where?
Bookstore.
Can I buy you a book?
Yeah.
Well, hello there. Hi. How are you doing? Could I buy you a little dinner?
No,
Wait, what are you doing
thanks.
tonight?
Oh, I'm busy.
How about a phone number?
Working on a project. No.
Next week?
I don't have a phone.
Can I walk you to class?
Sure.
Care for dinner tonight? How about a movie?
Why are you doing this?
I just thought you were attractive. Don't you think I am? How about a little kiss? Yeah, just right here?
Mwah.
Ah.
Well, clearly this was a stupid idea. Go figure, girls out in California, man, would be into Judge Ito. Not in Buffalo, though.
I don't know, man. I think they were starting to warm up to us.
Man, that wig's getting a little too tight on your head, huh?
A little bit. Well, let's just give up and go to the Fox Buzz clip of the week. This is Bush, and everything's zen.
Fly to Los Angeles, find my psycho brother. Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. Dave's on sale again. Kiss a kiss in the rear view. We're so poor, you're to blame. Trust you once my wife. Everything's in, everything's in. Half of a century, $1 million a stake.
As always, Shred and Ragan will be back next week. Coming up, Toronto's favorite reggae band, the Sattalites. Nickel City Scene is brought to you by Pepsi, by Zappers World of Electronic Games, by Santangelo's, by FWS, and by Mighty Taco. The Sattalites have been making reggae music for over 12 years. Their last album was called All Over the World, and their band members really are from all over the world. We caught up with them at Nietzsche's earlier this month. Tell me a little bit about the history of the Sattalites. How did you guys get together?
Started up in Toronto in Canada, and it's a group of Jamaicans and Canadians kind of mingled together, and we originally started as music school, so we used to do some classes and stuff and take the students out, but it kind of developed out of that when we started recording and making our first records. The Jamaican beat basically is behind everything that we do, but we try and mix all different kinds of music in if we can, a little bit of horn playing, maybe some jazz on that side, and you know, we do some covers of some songs that maybe have come from other kinds of music.
Members in your band come from many different backgrounds and even different countries. How does that influence your musical style?
Well, I think it's kind of like making a good soup or something. You have to throw all the ingredients in and kind of stir it up well. And even though we all come from different areas, we kind of had a lot of the same things growing up. Like we grew up on a lot of the same kinds of music, like rhythm and blues and the old rock and roll music. So we kind of have that in common, and we just bring different flavors to it all, I think. We love playing in Buffalo. It's like our second home. Might even be our first home. No, I think it's our second home. I'm not sure. But from the very first time we came down here, people have been really enthusiastic, and they dance and they have a great time. So Americans know how to have a good time. So, and they always let you know. If they hate you, they let you know. But if they like you, they let you know. So far, they like it.
Could you tell me about the Halloween concerts you've been playing at the Connecticut Street Armory the past few years?
Those have been really nice because those have been for the cystic fibrosis fund. So it's always really nice to get everybody. It's a great building for one thing. It's great to have everybody in there and all the different costumes and everything. And I know that they've been really successful for them, nice fundraisers and everything. And so it's an opportunity for us to have fun but do something useful as well. And we've done some other things in Buffalo, like for the Boys and Girls Club and things like that. We like to get involved. Even though we're not strictly speaking from Buffalo, we like to get involved in the things going on down here.
You have a new CD coming out. What's the name of it, and how does it differ from your last CD?
Well, that's called Now and Forever, and we've got six brand new songs on there, and some original songs, and a cover song, an old Cat Stevens song. And then we've got some tunes that were never on CD originally, some of our older music that people have always been asking for, so we're putting those songs on as well. So kind of a retrospective, but brand new at the same time.
What's in the future for the Sattalites?
Well, I think we're just going to have to carry on and make good music, and we want to try and penetrate a little more into the United States, like go to some different places, you know, get more experience with American audiences, and just try and make our music go further and enjoy ourselves too, of course.
Sadly, this show has come to an end, but just a reminder, Nickel City Scene is on Saturdays at 7 p.m. and 1:10 a.m. On our next show, you'll meet the Buffalo band Planet 9, and Hamilton's Sonic Onion Records will show us how to run a record company out of your basement. We're waiting to hear from you. If you have a music video or event you'd like to promote, send it in. Or just send your thoughts. Write to Nickel City Scene, care of the Media Center, 2001 Main Street, Buffalo, New York, 14208. We'll leave you with some more music from the Sattalites. The song is called Easier Said Than Done. For Nickel City Scene, I'm Jackie Thurn. See you next week.
Can't turn my head and run. I can't break your heart the way that you broke mine. There's a meaning in those things you try to hide. Easier said than done. I run the risk of losing everything I want. We can't change the way things happened in the past. Together we can build